Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Let's Play Captain of Industry. I'm 7foot Dustly, and today we're kind of working half and half at making things better and some things at slightly making things worse, it seems. I've paused a lot of these as it frees up the workers, and at the moment these aren't doing anything because they've got no materials. And as was rightly pointed out by Peter Knudsen, we're not using anywhere near as much electronics here. We are still using some electronics, so I've slowed things up and I've basically shut down 3 of the factories, and I've shelved half the copper production here at the moment, again mainly to free up workers. That will free up workers for over here and some of these other buildings, and hopefully for some of this as well, which will help to keep things running on a slightly better system. And there is some bad news as well. I have had a look over here at getting this working, the gas injection. Sadly it doesn't say it in the tooltip, but when I put this over here, it says requires a deposit with a thickness at least 6, current thickness 2. So that is not thick enough. I need more for it to work. Now, looking at the size of these, I've realized I can get a lot on this small area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig this area back out again, and this is going to dig out and just get filled in with dirt. This area is going to dig in deeper, and we will try and make 6 here and see if we can get it to work. This mine control tower is going to have to move because, well, otherwise things are going to get very ugly here in a minute. I'm also going to make another tower, I think, over here. And I want to start basically dumping out down here and make essentially a flat area over here and a ramp down, so that later when we need to, I mean we're not going to need to for a while, but I'm trying to think ahead here. There's a lot of iron under here which we're going to want to strip mine back to essentially, and even down at the water level here that there's stuff below, but I want to get down at least to this, onto this water level, and then be able to go back in this way. So my plan will be to create a new mine control tower. Where is it? There we go, here. And what we're going to do is we're going to build a ramp going down here, and then we're going to fill in the rest of the area. So we need to get it to whatever just above water level is. So if we look at dumping and say, well, I'm guessing that if we go flat, hopefully 0 is, that's -1, that's +1, that's -1. So if we go up, 0 I'm guessing is water level. So I don't know if 0 will work. I'm tempted to just go +1 and play it safe, because then I've got a little bit above water level, just in case there's unforeseen circumstances, should we say. So my thought is, if we can rotate this around and say, right, I want to go from here, let's say, down to there. That -1 +1. So down to there. That's where essentially I want to make the ramp. Now this won't be perfect, I'll have to trim a bit of this out later. But that will go down to 1, and then what I'll do is I'll flatten this out, and we'll, with the buttons, say I want you at +1. No, +1, thank you. And I want you to build out to here, and then along here, essentially all the way out to over here somewhere. I mean, at the moment that's not actually gonna work perfectly, but we'd go out like this and then actually just along the coastline here to make sure we were safe, so that when we start digging in, we can try and make sure it's safe. I mean, this is going to be a long-term project because all this area here is going to need to be filled in. Essentially, this area here will need to be filled in, because I'm assuming we'll need to displace the water one way or another. So there we go, like that. So this mind control tower will then work on, for example, this area for now, and start with that. And then we'll go from there. So yeah, I'm going to unpause these. I'm going to quick deliver that one. Quick deliver that one. This one I'm going to bulldoze. And then these two I will quick deliver it as well, and we'll sort that out in a bit. Alright, and we can turn the speed back up now. So this will be dumping. Yeah, I'm not going to accept. I'm not going to accept dirt at the moment, even though this one's running dirt. This should be a direct copy of that one. Yeah, it is. Joyous. This one is going to get a truck and a digger working. Possibly 2 trucks. Maybe 2 trucks. Because we're not too bad on truckage for the minute. And then from over here, while this is working away, this has a couple too many trucks, I would say, and we'll take a digger off as well. And I'm literally going to go, right, put that one there and a couple of trucks as well for that one. And that can be getting on with that as a long-term project as well. Now, these can't dump iron ore because it's full on iron ore now. So these could be working, but at the moment I'm not going to release those unless I have staff available, because we are coping. So ultimately they could be deconstructed or something along those lines. The more important question is, how is the hospital stuff going? Not great still. And again, dealing with the sour water is not going great. Right. What's going on here? This is something we built in the previous time, and we need to see what's going on with the water. That should be water output, yes? Yes, it is. So why is the water not going? I mean, there's no one there. to work it. I'm guessing that's why the water is going nowhere at the moment. I mean, sour water is going. Hopefully we're not dumping en masse. It looks like we managed to, at least for a short period, sort out some of the sour water problem. And gradually, as these get working more as well, we'll see these working more. Now, someone else did also raise the issue of power, and power is going to be an upcoming problem. There's no two ways about that. So, ultimately, I don't really want to spend my life doing a huge, massive copy of all of that horrible coal setup. Now, there is improved power generation over here. So, high pressure turbine takes 48 steam and produces 12 megawatts, as opposed to producing what currently. So that currently produces, I think it produces 6 megawatts, but it uses 24. So the new one would actually basically, yeah, it's not any more efficient. It's just bigger. And this is power generator at large. Mechanical. Right, so that's the bit that you attach to turn it into power. Okay. So, the other option, of course, is solar panels. Now, solar panels, a demand for cleaning producing, a demanding cleaning procedure for solar panels, increasing their power efficiency. But solar panels in the first place, can I then like make solar? I mean, like, nuclear is all the way down here. I mean, I would certainly like to consider making nuclear. I'm not sure if nuclear is realistic in the short term, because we have to get this going. At the moment, we're barely producing enough gas. So the literal answer would be a full copy of this setup. But I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. I could possibly put it over here somewhere. And bring water and actually make water directly. I could even... It's an interesting thought. Because you could very much do what you're doing here with some of the runoff steam. Using some of the runoff steam to make water. Which is an interesting thought in itself. That's worth thinking about. So this would be the potential place to do it. I mean, at the moment, I still wish we could dump here, but we can't seem to do it. I think that's because of this. I would have to destroy this setup and move it. Instead, I could always make use of it by... I wonder. He says, somewhere here. Where is the pumps? Like a seawater pump here. I don't suppose this would work. It will. So I could actually make use of it by having seawater pumps right here. So essentially putting a couple of seawater pumps here to lift seawater. I don't know how much we'd need. Probably not ridiculous amounts, but I'd allow for 3. Let's allow for 3. Hopefully won't need 3, but we'll allow for 3. And then we could put a large storage tank. I mean, it's not going to like it there, is it? Yeah, it's a bit... Can't actually dump. Hang on. Maybe I can. Because that looks a bit funky there in the first place. So let's get rid of that. And let's say, no, I want this level as possible. How much of that can you dump in? Just see if you can do that a minute for me, please. I would... Oh, is that one doing... Yeah, that one's actually working over here on this area. Whoops. Okay. Sorry. You can carry on. My bad. And these are otherwise busy, so we'll need another mind control tower again. So many mind control towers. Alright, let's build one right there, and your area, you're going to quick deliver, and your area is going to be this area right here, and you're going to go with your dumping. I'm just interested to see if we can flatten out some of this, because at the moment this is a bit of a disaster here, and at least if we can flatten out a bit, things might get a little bit better, and it might even it out a bit. So let's leave that for a couple of minutes. Not enough workers. Where? Here. Okay. We're only at -1. Things are better. Right. Alert. You're low on saplings. Really? Are you? Are you? Let's have a look. We still have saplings here. So, I mean, the whole sapling situation isn't actually terrible. At the moment we have an excess of vegetables, so let's see if we can just put that onto saplings for a bit while that excess of vegetables dissipates, and that will hopefully resolve that issue. Next up, mind control tower has no available designations to work. You're right about that. Okay, I'll give you that. That is indeed a fair point. Let's provide this designation for you to work. You can work that designation, and you can also mine this chunk out for now. The other thing I need to be aware of here is that eventually I might have to put a retaining wall along here somewhere to stop myself making a pig's ear of this. But at least for now that system can get started. And let's have a look at what's going on over here. That is interesting dumping right there. Let's get rid of that little bit right there and see if we can just remove that. Let's pick the right button. Let's remove that bit. There you go, and at least see if that can work. Problem is that's not going to be very high priority at the moment. Are you dumping there? You are, because I've got dumping on, so it's dumping in as fast as it's freaking. Right, stop sodding dumping on top of your own excavation works. That is distressingly annoying. Right, let's have a look. The boat has no orders, so there's probably something we could do with sorting out there. So this is the uranium mine, so if we wanted to do that, let's battle here. So we have an unexplored village here, which might actually give us something. And we got some, we're going to watch some battle. Gonna get a bit of battle to watch. Anything? Anything? Ship? Ship? Really? This is ×3? So we now have spare workers as well. So actually I should go back a second and turn off that bacon. Where's the bacon? There. Get rid of the bacon. Pause, please. Ship in battle. Okay, we won already. Oh, we missed it. And then we can look at that as well. And this is another uranium mine. Good lord. Okay, so we'll pause that one. That should turn off the Unity. We shouldn't need any more refugees for the minute. And we still have plenty of space. Okay. Things are going on. Farm could not store all vegetables. That is known. And this is... He's doing what it can. So yeah, what I'm interested in doing here is... No, it is still working. Okay, it needs more time. Clearly. How much disinfectant we got? Some. Good. Let's tell you to keep empty. Partially. And then you can export over to where we need you. Okay, so while the land back over here is filling up and we're working on other things, I've been watching a few bits and thinking I definitely need to bite the bullet and progress with circuits. I mean, a lot of you have probably been saying in your heads, get on with it for quite a while. And I think now is the time for me to get on with it. So my plan is to bring copper over this way, which is going to seem a little convoluted. We are going a bit 4D chess here at the moment. And then we're going to bring it down. Ooh, we need to try and work out where our height's going to go. The glass is still going to run down that way, and we've not got quite as much space, but there's, what was it, 1 2 3 4 I think we'll be fine with. So we're gonna need to bring it back a couple for that, but then under it we can run this. So I'm gonna run this along here. And that's going to run all the way down along here to... Yeah, gonna have to try and work out how I'm going to do this a second. Without it turning into a complete mess. So this will have to go possibly back this way. And along into this one. and into this one, maybe. And then I'm going to do the same here, or the equivalent. Oh, that was not very tidy. There we go, better. And then from here, I'm going to bring this across like so. And you're going to run into there. Yes. I think, right, I think we're going to bring this one to here. Like so. And then bring it to here. I'm hoping I can bring one underneath there. I'm not quite sure here what I'm trying to do. I'll be honest. I'm not sure of myself here what I'm trying to do, because this one's going to have to come back this way and run underneath here, and then it's going to run underneath there and over this way, essentially. But then here it's going to have to go up and over somehow. There's no sensible way for it to actually get over into one of these without it turning into a bit of a mess. So that would end up going like that. That one would go down here at this level out to here, and then we can switch our back on, and then you would go in like that. Yeah, so that would essentially work one way or another. I mean, that's not going to be super tidy, but it should work if I'm right, and that will then bring us up to having everything we need. So we've got glass coming down here. This is T2. This should be plenty fast enough to bring the glass across. If not, we can bring a direct line over a different way. And then this will result in a large bunch of circuit boards. In fact, should be more than we need circuit boards. And oh, that seems like a very large storage for it. But nevertheless, I'm going to go with it. So yeah, large storage for it going essentially there. Yep. So again, this can be T1. I'm literally gonna just hook these all up individually. There's no need for it to be like that, but it doesn't save me any space to do it a different way, so I'm going to do it that way. This one is then going to run down here and through here. And what I do with it in a minute, once I've got that processing, I'm probably going to end up building the actual circuits somewhere along here. So I'll bring it down and round, and then we'll build circuit world over here. So at the moment I'm going to unpause, and we'll unpause all of this, and that should get to building, and we should have workers for it, so that will be something to get that going. Boat is apparently on the move. I'm not sure what. Okay, it's slowly on the move, very slowly. And yeah, I need to keep an eye on this, see if I can actually build this in. Because for a long time it looked like it wouldn't build in. Now it seems to want to build in. Maybe it's something to do with an update. I don't know. Seems to want to build in now. You're going for fuel. And I'm thinking then I can actually pipe it directly into the coal, so there won't be any need for messing around. Because I can put this directly onto the coal. Have another 4 boilers set up directly with no big issues. The only problem will be sorting out all this MacGuffins to deal with the pollution. Because that's going to be not so easy. Plus, I'll want it to really try and come back to here. I mean, though, still, it still doesn't seem to be coping with it all. I mean, it's filling up. It's not, you know, this pipe is not full. This pipe seems to be full. But it's not, no, it's not that full. It's okay. Because, yeah, this is basically soaking away a massive amount of my pollution. And I want it to continue to do so. And this might actually end up being kept for an additional farm. Because, hey ho, an additional farm could actually allow me... By the way, if I put to mine just this little strip down here, will it do it? I mean, I'd very much like to get rid of that little strip. Because if I can put a farm here somewhere, I can start piping corn straight into there. And then, I don't know, have it go fallow or something the rest of the time. Will be the plan. But it won't be a high efficiency farm. Because it won't be like a full crop rotation. Unless, you know, if we still need some spuds, I guess I could get spuds delivered. I guess that would work somewhere along the lines. To get potatoes delivered or something like that. But that would be the ultimate sort of goal there. Shipping battle, yep, we won. Excellent. We're docked again, so we can go back. Gradually clearing these areas, but we are running out of ship limit in terms of distance. Actually, can we explore here? This is less nodes away, isn't it? Is that explorable? I mean, at the moment, the one thing I think we need to get the ship to go further is... No, we've upgraded the fuel tank. I think we need the upgraded engine. but we're way away from being able to do that. Is this now actually working? So this has lime, and the lime isn't being, there isn't space for the lime here. I don't suppose it can get dumped over here. No, this is full as well. That's okay. It's because we're not using a lot at the moment. Right. So let's have a look at what's going on over here. Circuits have started and are off, and we are building a bunch. So our prerequisite for unlocking this was to build 20 circuits. Now we're going to be building a lot more than that, but at the moment, if we look in here, to build a individual circuit, you make 6, but we've got enough PCB manufacturing to support 8 of these. The one thing we're not making anything of, which we're going to need to be making something of, is going to be what's it? Poly, whatever it is. I've forgotten what it was now. Polysilicon? Silicon poly, yeah. Right. And silicon poly is made, he says. I've seen it somewhere. Is it on like blast furnaces or something? I'm trying to remember now. I have seen silicon poly production somewhere. Okay, let's just look at it on the research tab and have a look. So, silicon. So, molten silicon. Oh, with hydrogen. Okay. So we need an arc furnace. Oh, good lord. With coal, sand, and graphite. And that's going to produce molten silicon and slag and exhaust, as always. So I think that's got to be built down here. Further along down here. And that's going to send it down here. So I'm going to leave myself a bit of space. And I'm going to look at building it somewhere along here. So let's just start off with a basic arc furnace, which in this case is the wrong way round. Fantastic. So an arc furnace. Let's rotate it that way. So it's going to be a similar setup to this. So we'll need to bring sand along here, which previously we'd brought everything sort of, but we did end up accidentally piping, I think it was glass mix down here. Yeah. The moment we do have sand available, and we could pipe sand one way or another round here. So we could pipe sand up and get sand piped down here somewhere through this gap. So with that in mind, I think we're going to have to provide another vehicle ramp here, because it's almost certain that we're going to need sand to go underneath here. So let's quick deliver that one. and then we can actually start off by running the conveyor down here. Let's take full grade sand. Okay, that's fine. And can we go R off and ask you to go up? There we go. Over. Oh, balls. That was exactly not what I wanted you to do. There we go. Right there. That was... Alright, let's try that again. Up, please. R off. Thank you. And now, I want you to go up one over the top. Can you please go? Okay, not that way. Okay, fine. I don't know. It doesn't want me to go right next to it for some reason. Go figure. And then I'm going to go this height. Yeah, all the way down here. And then we can go over the top. Yes, thank you. Along there. Along here. Literally right over the top of where this is going. Until we reach here. And then we can go down there, under here, until we get to here. And then we're going to go up again. Oh, until we get to here somewhere. And then we're going to go up again. Thank you. Over the top. Thank you. Apparently around this way. Just because. And actually, no. Can I go back a notch, please? Can I go this way? Yes, I can. Okay, perfect. So the sand's going to go along there. Coal we're already going to have in the general vicinity. And graphite tubes. Blah. We're making graphite tubes somewhere. So we'll end up bringing those up. Whether we're making enough graphite tubes, I don't know yet. That's going to be a have to wait and see job. Because I think this is making graphite tubes. The graphite tubes are here. And this is producing technically 12 graphite tubes, which is not going to be enough. And we probably will have to sort that out at some point. This little scenario here is probably going to have to disappear. And what I'll probably end up doing is making it over here somewhere. Because we can have chlorine over here. Or over here. And we can pipe the coal directly off. And we can have it produced fairly much en masse. And then we'll just have to pipe the sour water back into the fun and games. So that'll be alright. How is this going on filling up? It's not going bad, actually. That's actually going better than I expected. So that's good. Because I'm going to need that. We're getting closer and closer to our sort of power limit going on here. And if we get arc furnaces up and running, we are definitely going to need, you know, the rest of it. So, right. So what's the one we need for the silicon poly? We got the arc furnace, yes. But you've got a cold caster too, yeah, fine. Metal caster. What was the one we needed for this one? A silicon reactor. Oh, that's tiny. Okay, that I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting something so small. I've got to be honest, I'm a little bit shocked. Okay, so this will hoof up here, as we already are going to be looking fairly small, and we'll put the reactor here, and I'm going to copy that and put it there. Do I want to mirror these? So we've got like that. Hydrogen on the outside or hydrogen on the inside? I think I want hydrogen on the inside, as crazy as that sounds. So I'm gonna delete that one, and I'm gonna put hydrogen on the inside like that. Then we'll have a couple of molten channels, and this is where I need to make sure I get the molten channel, because of course I've never made that mistake before. And get the molten channel in like so. Perfect. Right, and we're going to delete that one. And then somewhere we're going to have to start making some hydrogen. At the moment, I don't think we're making enough hydrogen, but I'm interested in ways to start producing more. So what is this? Combustion. It's not useful. What's next on the list for hydrogen? Hydrogen. Right. Yes. What else we got? Hydrogen, please. Am I not spelling it correctly? Oh, why did I've got a D on the end? Thank you. Hydrogen. Right. So we can electrolyze it, but these electrolyzers are ludicrously expensive in terms of fuel. So what do we got at the moment? Heavy oil hydrogen. No, I want to make hydrogen. So I want to burn some gas, make hydrogen. Is that my only option? Burn gas, make hydrogen. It's kind of looking that way, isn't it? Because the electrolyzers use ludicrous amounts of power. I mean, we only need 12 though. 3, 6, 12. Because that's going to produce enough silicon poly for all my needs, he says. Let me check. Assuming I'm making 8, I'm actually going to need, right, 6 per every 2. No, I'm not. So that's going to run 2. That's going to run 4, 6, 8. So that would run 8. So I could electrolyze it. It is going to use a absolute shit ton of power though. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I know people are going to curse me. I've been cursed already for doing this. People are unimpressed because, especially as I waste the oxygen. But you know, I could store the oxygen temporarily. Hang on a cotton picking second. What am I doing here? Okay. How much oxygen am I using? 18, 18, 18. Is it 18 or 12 per? I'm guessing it's 18. So if I electrolyze this, I'm producing 24. I mean, I could, so say, pipe it across into here and give priority to the oxygen I'm making off the electrolyzer. But I mean, these are barely using any power. I'm barely doing anything anyway. I mean, I'm not sure it's worth it. I know. People are going to be unimpressed. Be unimpressed is all I'm going to say to you. And then leave me be. Right. So, with that, I'm going to pipe that into this one. I suspect, because I think that's water. It is. And then we are going to have hydrogen come along here at this level. Thank you. And then we'll bring it here. And I'm going to bring it down, please. There. Yep, thank you. Goes there, and that goes to there. Job is a good one right there. Ooh, maybe it's not. I would actually like that. I'm gonna just bring that back a little. So what I would like to do is bring that over here. And down like that. Actually, I'm going to get rid of that. Then we'll join these up in a minute. Because we're going to bring the exhaust over. And we need to get the exhaust into here. Because this is where all the exhaust is going. And then we're going to get rid of the slag as well. So at the moment, I'm just going to stick a bridge in over here. Ooh, I've just noticed my timer has been off, so I don't know whether I'm on time, over time, or under time. So this will either be a long or a short episode by the time we do this. I can't promise which, because I just don't know. Right, connect to here. Go down, go along, and then you will be joining in later. And from other points of view, I probably should have brought that in a better way, but I'm bringing it in this way now. There we go. And those bits I'm going to quickly unpause so they can get done. Right. Yeah, fine with that. That's going to go over here. This I'm now going to copy to essentially here. Says, yep, to there. Yeah, that's gonna be okay. That's gonna go and pipe into there. That's my hydrogen sorted. This, how much are we talking output? Only 18. So I'm just gonna go straight in with that approach. I kind of like that approach, it's nice. That one, same. Lovely, wonderful. Like it. Not quite as I would have positioned it, but still, it's fine. It's fine. I'll live with that. And then this one, U-shaped conveyor, onto here, over here. This one is gonna come along and join in a minute. We'll get that one going a bit further. And then we'll probably join it in. There we go. Right, so at the moment, slag is going to there, which is what I will probably then do, is just take it out the same way and join that in. So that will just get rid of the slag over to there. Then if we double this up later or do something with it, we can worry about that. Right. Next up, let's get these channels sorted out. Right, let's go here to here and here to here. And then user, I'm gonna go along the same way. You're gonna go up one. Because I don't think, will you go down one in that much space? It says, I'm not sure you will. Oh, you will. Excellent. Perfect. Lovely. Just as I want that to be. Apart from the fact that it's going to screw that one up. It's fine. It's fine. I'll figure something out. Or will I? So, how am I going to do that? I'm not sure I like that. See, I think that needs to be different. I have a tendency to generally be able to get like 2 on the ground, you see, at relatively low level by doing it a bit further back. It's fine, I can do it from, I'll figure it out. There'll be a way around, I think. Let's see. I'm gonna put a big storage in here somewhere. Is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a big storage in, like right here. And that's gonna be the graphene. graphite, sorry. And I'm going to tell this to keep full. And we are going to start getting that on the go right now. Because that'll keep the trucks busy for a while. And then oddly, incompatible start port. Really? Oh, sorry. That's a waste. Oh, it's so annoying when I do that. I've put it the wrong way around. Bugs me when I do that. Because it is a waste of materials. And you are going to be keep full. And now you're going to have a compatible start port. Which is going to be a little bit on the weird side. But screw it. That's not very pretty, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then, over here, we're going to put another ramp situation right here. I guess I'm going to stick it right there. And we'll quick deliver that. And hopefully that will get rid of that block as well. Stop it being annoying. Now, I'm going to assume that this is... No, this is not U-shaped. So this is a flat conveyor. Okay. So this is going to be a flat conveyor. And it's going to go over to somewhere over here. I mean, one thing I'm very tempted to do is actually put a storage in here and see if I can just store it. If the storage will fit. Like so. To just chuck the storage in. And that will be where it gets stored. Because it's not going to get transported around. Is my hope. So hopefully the transports won't need access to it. Like that. So I'm going to pull this all the way down here. Straight into... I want you to be there. And preferably to there. And then there. And then you're going to go down here. No, okay, fine. What if I bring you back just a tiny bit more? And then say I want you to come up a level. To there. And then... go... I'm going to put you over the top of all this. There we go. And then we'll turn R on and you can go straight into there. And you're going to go that way. You're going to go... Really? Because it's already set to be one level up. You're going to go that way. And you're going to go that way. Job's a good one. Right, that's going to go there. This one will then go up. And over. And it will come down here to where it's going to be needed. Just like that. That's how that's going to go. And then we'll essentially copy... I'm going to copy this setup a second. And say down here, we're going to be putting 4 of these. But this isn't going to be this. This is going to be this. So, yeah, that one. Oh. What I should have done is let's just delete those 2. And we can just copy that to there. And then we can copy it again to there. Then we've got 8. Now the situation is, at the moment, these are using 12, 24, 48. And we are producing far in excess, which is good. Because you may see where this is going. We're going to be chucking a whole load of those down here. And we're also going to have the silicon poly. And we're going to need the circuits. Circuits are coming down this way. So they are going to be, oh, sorry, I say the circuits, the PCBs. My apologies. So the PCBs are going to be coming down here. And coming all the way over the top. And just like that, it's going to come there and into there. And then I'm going to go that side, that side, that side. What I shouldn't be doing here, in all fairness, is I should be deleting those. I should be using the cheap conveyor because I can. If I really wanted to be stingy and save on resources, which is what I should do. Is go all the way down there with each of those. Down to there. Down to there. And down to there. And then, see, for example, here, we can go flat conveyor on that one all the way down here as well, at that level. That one's going to go to there. And then we can go level 1 again. Should be able to go level 1 for all of these now. And that is going to be outside. I like it to be the same port for every single one. And it's just a little bit, I mean, you wouldn't really think, it's not like an OCD thing. Oh, that upsets me. That upsets me because it's jumped forward ones without me noticing. Oh well. It's gonna be what it's gonna be right now. Because now it is what it is. There you go. And yeah, what I was trying to avoid is, oh, hello, we're gonna pause a second because chickens are out of food. Chickens are out of food. I repeat, chickens are out of food. And this isn't going to get started yet because we haven't got the power for this. But that's going to be a mass circuitry. So we are now getting set up. Right. My control tower has nowhere designated to deal with. Yes, because we have eaten a vast amount of this limestone. And at some point, we're going to need to start doing something about that. However, we are digging out a bunch of limestone over here. So we should be able to get some. going, and how are we looking on limestone? Are we in trouble? We're not doing great. Okay. So again, we're going to have to trim this back. This one, what I'm going to do is get rid of the area, and I'm going to start again trying to build around here with essentially what's going to be a retaining wall for digging down. But with that, I think we're out of time, and this is basically filling up now. So next time I think we're going to be looking at power and trying to sort that out. I might have to tidy these little lumps up here with a bit of mining in between, just get that sorted, which I might just get this working on for a quick minute, and that will sort that out in no time. And yeah, I'll start looking at putting some sort of retaining around here, so we might have to start digging down to get some of this lime out, because we're chewing through it. But with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe as always, and join us again next time. Thanks a lot.